How's everybody feeling, man? This is the Positionless Podcast, episode 27. Today we're going to be giving our top 10 duos in the league right now, today.
Let me say personally, this is a tough list for me to rank. Just based on some of these duos we haven't seen a lot so far.
Too much of, yeah, but I'm taking it at face value for right now. I mean, I've been hesitant to give some people, their credit for what they've done just in the past few weeks, month or two.
Yeah.
But I've come around on some guys. So before we get into that, though, I think you got a quiz for me today.
Yeah, just a nice, easy one today. I'm going to give you two players, and you got to tell me who has the highest season high points scored this season.
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah, most points in a game this season.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Nah, just a lot of guys. Rattle them off. Fox versus Steph Curry.
Give me Steph. He put up 56 the other day.
Fox had 60 earlier in the year.
Damn, I don't recall. It was very early, right?
It was like the first few weeks of the season.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay.
Got you there.
Recency bias.
There.
I got to tap in. Okay.
Okay. Next one. Giannis versus the Joker.
I know Jokic put up a 60 or 59. Give me Jokic 59.
Jokic had 56. Giannis had 59.
Damn. Fuck. Okay.
Okay. How about Luka versus James Harden?
Ooh, James Harden had a 50-point game the other day, didn't he?
He did. Just last week, I think.
Give me James.
Yeah, he had the 50.
I didn't think Luka cracked 50 yet this year, so.
Luka had the 45.
Okay.
Next one, we got Jalen Brunson versus Tyrese Maxey.
Ooh.
Maxey, not the most efficient year, obviously.
It's not, but he's been really the one, there for his team. So he's got the opportunity. But Brunson is so consistent, putting up like 30, 25 or 30. Give me Tyrese just because he's alone out there.
Tyrese, 45. Jalen Brunson, 55. He had a 55-point game earlier in the year.
Okay, I should have got that. I was leaning Jalen Brunson, but I went against my instinct that time.
Hey, some of these are going to trip you up.
Okay, I'm only 1 for 3 right now. Or 1 for 4. I don't know.
We got JB versus Garland.
JB and Garland.
Yep.
I got no fucking clue, but give me JB.
JB 44, Garland 40.
I would have thought that one was more than that. But.
All right, we're going to get into some interesting matchups. How about Jamal Murray versus CJ McCollum?
CJ.
Murray had a 55-point game this year. CJ had 50.
When did Murray have 55? I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember it either. Probably early in the year.
What?
Yep.
Jamal had 55 this year. Okay.
I knew the CJ one would get you because he's
CJ had a couple 50-point games, so
right.
I hedged my bets. I didn't get it right. I'm 1 for 5.
Not cooking.
2 for
cooking
6,
right
something
now.
like that.
LaMelo versus Ant.
Melo and Ant. Damn. Ooh.
Yep.
I'm going to take Ant just because he's played more games. I'm hedging my bets.
It's Ant, 53 versus 50.
Okay.
How about PG versus Westbrook? That's a tough one.
I know for a fact Westbrook has had some scoring nights, but
PG.
of course, the first thought of PG this year is like 16 points per game. But like, I'm taking Russ, bro. Just because PG's only played maybe 60% of his games this year. Russ has been there every night. He's had some performances. Give me Russ. I know he's got a 30-point game in there somewhere, a 30-plus point game. So
Russ's season high is 29.
Damn.
PG's got 33.
Damn. I was thinking Russ had like a 36-point game. And okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that either.
Shit. I was close, but.
Kawhi versus Jimmy.
Kawhi versus Jimmy. I mean.
Two great players, but.
Of course, the immediate thought is Jimmy because he's played a lot more. I mean.
Yep.
Kawhi's only played for like a month or two.
Jimmy was out for a minute with those suspensions, though.
A little bit, yeah. Give me Kawhi.
Kawhi had a 33-point game. Jimmy
Okay,
Butler had a
that's an L.
35-point game.
Damn.
Only 2-point difference there.
Damn.
How about Halliburton versus Ja?
Funny because we were talking about them before the pod. Give me Hallie. He's been going off since the new year.
Hallie, season high is 35. Ja's only 32.
Okay.
Correct one there.
Give me that.
That surprised me. I know isn't having a great season, but only 32?
Pretty bad year for Ja. I mean, The stats don't tell the full story, in my opinion. But
Kyrie Irving versus Jordan Poole.
I'm taking Kai simply out of respect. Put some respect on his name. I don't care if he didn't do it, but give me
Jordan
Kai.
Poole's season high is 45.
Okay,
Kyrie's 46.
let's go.
Yes, sir.
I know. I knew JP had a 40-something in there, but I had to go with Kai.
Yeah. Donovan versus RJ Barrett.
D Mitch.
That's your answer?
No, I was asking if this is the right Don.
Oh, yeah. D Mitch.
Okay. Ooh. Give me D Mitch.
41 versus 39. Donovan Mitchell did get the 41.
I thought so. Damn, that's his highest scoring game this year. Okay.
Austin Reeves versus your boy Jalen Green.
I feel like they're both pushing that 40-point mark. I feel like they're both close.
They both are above 40. I'll tell you that.
I feel like Austin Reeves put up 44 in a game this year. Is that right?
Not right.
Damn. Okay. I'm rocking with Jalen Green in and out though. So
Jalen Green 42, Austin Reeves 45.
damn. Okay. Shit. See, I thought Jalen Green. I didn't know Jalen Green put up 40 this year
Yeah.
or 42. I knew he had a 40-point game somewhere, but
Kobe White versus Trae Young.
I know Kobe White. He's one of my players of the week. Spoiler.
He did have that 44 piece.
Yeah. Give me Trey. No, Trae Young's been an off shooting year. He's really more of an assist guy this year. Doesn't shoot a lot of threes.
You think he's got 45?
Give me Kobe White because of the three volume. He takes way more threes than Trey. So
Yeah, Trey's is only 43. Got it by a point there.
let's get it.
Few more guys. Zion versus Emob.
Give me Z. I don't gotta think about it. I'm just riding with my gut.
Zion 40, Mobley 41.
Damn. Okay. That's tough.
Yeah, Mobley, he had that game against Charlotte. Paolo versus Tatum.
I mean, Paolo barely played, bro, but he did have that crazy. Did he put up 60 earlier in the year?
He did have that crazy first week. He had that one game.
I know Tatum's been having a great year too, but give me
Yeah.
Paolo just because I remember that like 60-point game, maybe a 56-point game, but
He had 50. Tatum had 46.
let's get it.
How about DeMar versus DeAndre Hunter? DeMar DeRozan.
And DeAndre Hunter,
Yep.
I know DeAndre's had a couple 40 pieces this year. I know he put up 43 just last week or the week before. He was one of my players of the week. I believe that was against the Celtics or the Thunder, one of those top teams. He had a very, very good scoring game. Or DeMar DeRozan. I have not watched much of the Kings this year, especially since the Fox trade. I mean, I've tuned in a couple times, but I was really keying in on Zach in those games. I haven't seen anything crazy from DeMar. Give me DeAndre.
DeMar's season high is 42.
So DeAndre Hunter got it. I know he put up 43. Let's get it.
Hunter's season high is 35, brother.
What?
Put up 35 multiple times. He has not dropped 40 this season. You must be thinking
I think
of somebody
you're wrong,
else.
bro.
You can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Okay, give me the next one while I look this up.
Klay Thompson versus Tobias Harris.
Give me Toby.
Toby 27, Klay 29.
Bro, first of all, I'm looking at minutes. Hold on, my bad. I was say he put
He's
up
had 35 multiple times, but that's the highest he's got.
Damn, I swear he had a 40 piece this year.
I don't know who you're thinking of.
My bad, brother. I was wrong. Okay.
Two more. Alperen Sengun versus Nikola Vucevic.
Ooh, Vooch has had some heaters this year. I know that.
He started off the year very hot.
I'm going to say Vooch just because I don't think Sengun's had a scoring explosion this so far. I know he's put up 30 at least one time.
Sengun's season high is 38. I'll tell you that. Do you want to get Sengun or do you think Vooch has dropped to 39 or 40?
Damn. Now that you say it's 38, I don't want to lean Vooch, but I'm still going to say Vooch.
Vooch dropped the 40 ball against the Magic. Funny
Okay,
enough.
shit.
Last one we got.
Revenge. No, I'm kidding.
Triple J versus KD.
JJJ or KD, man,
Yep.
KD has been so nice this year.
They both have.
They both have, but I'm scoring wise, bro. KD has been so nice.
Yeah.
But KD takes his foot off the gas a lot. Give me JJJ.
JJJ got 42. Durant got 43.
Damn.
Tough
Okay.
one today.
That was tough, yeah. Is there more?
That would wrap it up
Okay.
there.
That was way tougher than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
So many of them, I was just like, it could really be.
They were all
one,
very
but-
close, too.
Yes. Do you want to get into our players of the week, though?
Yeah. I got to give the player of the week to Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
First ever 30-20-20 game, which is pretty insane.
That is disgusting.
And then had the 35-18 and 8 against the Thunder the other night, 15 for 20 from the field.
15 for 20 from the field is gross.
Absolutely
Who was that
crazy.
against?
The Thunder.
The Thunder, yeah. Against one of the probably the best defense in the league this year as well. So
Yeah.
gotta give props. I mean, he's the MVP in my eyes, man. I know it's Shea's year and Shea's got the aura and Thunder are the 1 seed, but you cannot convince me that Shea is more valuable to the Thunder than Jokic is to the entire city of Denver.
If Jokic didn't have 3 MVPs, then he's the MVP this year.
I don't
Simple
give a
as that.
Fuck about
You know what I'm
voter
saying?
fatigue, yeah, but,
But yeah, I'm saying Jokic is my MVP.
yeah.
But if that's what I'm saying, if Jokic didn't already have 3 MVPs, he's the MVP this year.
Just
That's the
some
only
bullshit,
reason it's
though,
a
bro.
conversation.
Just some
I mean, I'm not
bullshit,
saying
though, bro.
Shea has been crazy. You
Yeah.
really can't stop him from scoring.
I mean, no, you can't stop him from scoring, but you can't stop Jokic from doing anything he wants for the most part.
Mhm.
Shea, of course, I know people are like, yeah, but he plays defense. There's 2 sides of the ball. Jokic plays defense too.
No, he's not an ass defender. or
No, he's
anything.
not ass at all. Like that was my biggest knock on a dude like Luka, who genuinely was pretty ass on defense basically all of last season. So, but my number 1 guy, I'm taking Miles Bridges. I mean, of course, Jokic one was out there. I'm just showing some love to some guys you might not hear talked about too much. Against Cleveland, just last week or early, I believe it was Sunday, 46, 8 and 2 on the Cavs. And he's just been hooping, scoring his ass off the last couple weeks. I mean, in his last 5 games, he's been averaging 33 points on 50% from the field and 37% from 3 on almost 9 attempts. So, bro's getting back in his bag ski that we saw about, 2 years ago before he
2 years
beat the
ago.
fucking brakes off some bitches.
That's crazy.
He beat the brakes off one bitch. But I don't fuck with dude, but he's playing good basketball, so I'm showing him a little bit of love. He's also been hustling on the boards to almost 9 a game in his last 5, so.
Yeah.
I
I had to
guess
slide him
shout
in
out,
on that
bro.
number 2 spot.
You slide him number 2?
Yeah. Like you said, the 46 against Cleveland, and for the week averaging 36, 8, and 4.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
good week for him.
Definitely a good week. My number 2 guy is actually one of your homers. Give me Kobe White.
Mhm.
He had that 44 in Orlando. He made 7 threes that game on 15 attempts. When he's hit 7 threes, man, it's going to be tough offense to stop. They won that game by 2 points. So a very necessary scoring performance from him. Besides that, in his last 5 games, he's scoring damn near 30 points per game, 35% from 3 on 10 attempts, and 50% from the field. So bro's been killing. Shout out Kobe White.
Yeah, it hasn't been his best season, but when he does get in a groove like this, we can see what he's capable of. My last guy, Brandon Williams. Slotted in for the Mavericks.
I don't know who.
Brandon Williams.
Am I blanking on a name? I can't. I'm not. A face isn't coming to my.
Nah, I mean, he really hasn't played all season, but he was been the starting point guard for the Mavericks the last few games since Kyrie got hurt.
Out.
First game, 31 points against Memphis, and for the week, he's averaging 19, 5, and 6 with 2 steals, really taking advantage of his opportunity. I mean, even when I was just watching the Mavericks play, I forget who against, but he looks like a guy that can get you the bucket pretty good, can shoot the ball. He looks like he can make a name for himself. He's taking advantage of his opportunity right now.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Brandon Williams. I genuinely never heard of this guy before.
Yeah.
He's been in the league a couple of years though. Looks like.
Yeah.
Like a
I
handful
feel like
of
I
games.
remember his name with Portland,
I do not at all, bro.
but that was after I looked it up. Like, after I looked it up and saw that he played for Portland, I'm like, his name actually, like, I might actually recognize that name. But when I was watching him hoop, I'm like, who the hell is this? But shout out to him.
I don't even remember him on like 2K shit. Usually I know guys like these because of 2K, like, oh, young guys, sign him in free agency because you need a roster spot.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised after this run he gets an opportunity because he's looked good.
I mean, bro, we saw Alfred Payton dish out 20 assists on a 10-day and never.
Yeah, but I mean, not even just that's why I was just watching him. Like he looks like he'd be a good scorer, and he knows the game pretty well.
Yeah,
it's not like he's getting lucky and just getting buckets. Like just from what I watched, he looks like a good player.
Yeah, you're not wrong. My number 3 guy, nothing crazy box score wise, but I gotta show love to LP, bro. He had an insane game, I believe against the Pelicans, where he was just like killing without breaking a sweat. I mean,
he got in that groove.
If you just looked at the box score, if you a fucking box score watcher, bitch, and you don't even watch ball like that, you would have had no clue that he had 2 of the sickest behind the back dishes for easy lays from a big man that I've seen in a long time. And that massive poster. You saw that shit?
Against who?
Against the Pels, same game.
See it, no.
Bro, come on now. You ain't watching
LP
ball.
poster?
Why are you saying it like that?
Because it's not common.
It's more common than you think.
LP poster.
Yes.
A poster.
Yes. Look up LP fucking contact dunks, bro. I promise you he goes hard. I'm going to clip some in if I can.
I mean, I'm not saying it never happens.
No. I'm saying he gets up way more than you think he can.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not being
just
biased.
Like he's a top 10 defensive center in the league.
Okay, I already stepped back on that same day. But I'm telling you, bro, he can put people on a poster, and that's why he's underrated.
I'm not saying he can't.
I'm saying he has.
You don't see it every
times.
game.
Nah, not every game. You don't see a poster in every game, bro. What are you talking about?
Maybe like once every 10 games.
That's not fucking... If someone gets a fucking poster once every 10 games, that's not easy to do, bro. I'm pulling up the clip. I'm pulling up the clip for you right here, dog.
Like Sengun's like a poster machine. Hey, he gets them more than you think.
Did you see that?
That was a good dunk.
Bro, you got to see it from the other angle, from the baseline.
Hell yeah.
Mean
Against
dunk.
who? Jeremiah Robinson Earl?
Shit,
wow,
maybe.
Great shot blocker right there.
Dog.
He ain't dunking over Jared Allen's and shit.
Dog, when you stop watching this video, go do yourself a favor and watch an LP dunk compilation.
I'll watch a poster compilation for LP for sure.
There's some sick shit in
It'll be
there
like
that
2
I
minutes
promise
long.
you. Bro,
I'll watch it though.
Literally last year and the year before, he put up some people on some mean transition fucking poster dunks or off the dribble fucking poster dunks, bro.
Yeah,
I promise you.
Nobody was there, bro. That was not a poster.
Nah, that one wasn't, but I'm going to clip in some fucking LP dunks for you, my boy. But
yeah. Hey, I'm not saying he can't.
But nah, both the behind the back lays.
But when I see an LP poster, I'm surprised.
They came from the same position as the poster did. He's driving, getting to the baseline. They're crashing the whole defense on him. Whoop, behind the back. Amen, easy layup. Whoop, behind the back. Cam, easy layup. Next time he comes around, they don't want to rotate because they know he's going to get the motherfucking easy lay for his boy. So what does he do? Dunks on your whole squad, bitch. Shout out LP. Not just that game, but he did have a nice little 30-10 game the other day against the Kings. And
they're going to need it, though, so the Rockets don't fall too far in them standings.
Chill out, brother. Chill out. We've swung back around since that little slip. So
for sure.
I ain't too worried about us right now. I think we have one of the easier schedules coming up too. So I think we'll be all right when it comes to playoff seeding.
All right, you want to get into our games?
Yeah. You go first, brother.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of Magic. He was talking all that talk about the Bucks.
I'm autistic and forgot to fucking write my notes for my game again.
That's crazy.
Retarded.
But
I literally told myself, okay, you watch the game, write the notes tomorrow. I didn't write them. Whatever. My bad, but
yeah, Magic started hot from 3 this game. 8 for 13 in the first quarter. And the Bucks didn't make a single 3 in the first. So
damn.
Magic were up 34-20 after the first.
Bucks won this game though, right? I think.
They did not. Okay. It was a very interesting game, though. This Bucks lineup that came out in the second half, tell me what you think about this lineup. KPJ, AJ Green, Torian Prince, Kyle Kuzma, Jericho Sims.
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
You said KPJ. Who was the other two? AJ Green, Kuzma.
Prince.
Okay, Prince, Kuzma, and Jericho Sims. Why?
No offensive creation in that lineup besides KPJ.
And KPJ, bro, I was rooting for you for a long time, but like he's not that good of a creator.
No, he's
for anybody besides himself. Like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So they
fuck
really
is
weren't
Doc Rivers
able to
doing?
make. I mean, when you have Giannis and Dame, you figure keep one on the court at all times.
stagger them. Yeah,
And they kept that lineup in halfway through the second quarter.
keep one starter in at all times, motherfucker. What are we
One
doing?
star,
2K
yeah.
fucking whole bench swaps mid
That's
game.
what Doc Rivers is known to do. That's what he did with the Sixers too. Fucking whole bench lineups.
I mean, I've seen him do it before, but
Maybe for like 2 minutes at the end of the half.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like not to start the second quarter when you're already down 14.
Jesus Christ, bro's trying to lose games.
But
You just reminded me of a funny thing I saw. It was literally just a picture of Giannis contesting like a Tyrese Halliburton 3. And everybody in the arena is looking at those two except for one guy. Can you guess who it was?
was it Doc?
It was Darvin Ham, hands in his pocket,
What is he looking at?
the other way. Why are your fucking
Bro's not
hands still
watching
in
the
your
game.
pocket? Bro is not watching the game and it's right in front of him. What do we pay you to do, bro?
That's crazy.
Just something that pissed me off. Either way, continue.
Yeah, even when they did bring their starters back in, they weren't really able to make up any room. Magic led 60-47 at half. The Bucks really couldn't do anything in the third either. I mean, Dame started cooking for a little bit. He hit 3 threes in a row, and they cut the lead to 8. But Paolo and Franz were just getting that mid-range area. Franz especially, he'd do that. He's got this nice little like weird hook floater shot that you can't really contest. And when he's making them, he was making them this game at least, and they were able to extend the lead to 14 points going into the fourth. But the fourth quarter was very interesting. They were able to make a push with 6 minutes left. Torian Prince hit 3 back-to-back threes that helped them go on a 13-0 run in the fourth to cut the lead to 2.
Maybe that's the notification I got that made me thought that they would.
Yeah, it was very close. That happened, and then the next 5 minutes, it was just back and forth. The Magic never gave up the lead, and they were in control until about 1 minute left in the game. Dame hit a corner 3, and then Giannis got an and 1 in transition to cut the lead to 111-109. And then after that, there were 6 seconds left. Magic turned the ball over trying to get it past half court, and Dame got a shot to win it with a step-back 3. Unfortunately, Franz played great defense, and that was it right there.
Tough.
But yeah, same issues I've had with the Bucks for a minute now. They don't have any offensive creation besides Dame and Giannis, really. I mean,
Same old shit.
Bobby's out for like the rest of the year with that suspension, pretty much. So.
Yeah, that's some weird shit, but
And
we already
also
talked about that.
Their defense is just mid.
I'll talk about the defense when we get more to the duos,
Mm-hmm.
because there's some very interesting stats there involving Dame. But we got to come up with like a punishment or something for me when I miss the motherfucking
What's
game.
wrong with you, bro? You're not
I
watching
don't-
your games?
I'm watching the game. I usually
Do you
don't
remember anything?
I usually don't take notes.
What game was it? Lakers Celtics?
I don't even recall, bro.
I think it was Lakers Celtics.
Because every time, this is how I do it. I watch it live. Sometimes I'm like really locked in. Sometimes I'm not really locked in at all when I'm watching live. But and then the next day or the day before the podcast, I always go back and watch either all possessions or just a recap of the game. It starts flooding
Refreshing
back
memory.
to me, refreshing, and then I take all my notes.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I completely forgot to do the second part. I'm busy. I don't care. I got a 9 to 5. Nah, that is my bad. We gonna think of something to punish me for that.
Hey, I remember watching that game, though.
Celtics Lakers?
That's the one where Brown got hurt.
Yeah.
Groin injury.
The groin injury, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Celtics. Lakers made a run in the fourth, but Celtics, like, pretty much ran away with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give up any shooters against the Celtics, and that's kind of like the Lakers' entire defensive, not their entire defensive system right now, but a big part of their defensive system.
They need that help guy.
They need the help guy. They're just basically saying, okay, fuck him, he can shoot.
Yep.
To at least one guy, and I think that's what the majority of most like of the top defenses do in the
In the
league.
playoffs.
In the
that's
playoffs,
like
for sure.
A lot
yeah.
of defenses.
It seems like the Lakers broke that out a bit early this year, and it's very much been working for them.
Mm-hmm.
But you just can't do that against the Celtics, and they got a lot of guys that are going to take advantage of matchups.
They tried to do it with Al, but he's going to shoot him.
Al was locking Luka
even
up.
if he's-
I remember
yeah,
watching
yeah.
that game. Luka don't got the burst to get past Al Horford right now. I don't know if that's going to come back around playoff time or not.
Not for this season for Luka. I don't think so.
You
He
think
needs
he needs
to
an
really
off
get in
season
shape.
with LeBron?
Yeah,
He needs to spend $1
Nah,
million
but
on his body.
He is very pudgy right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably a little bit depressed, bro. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
he thought he was going to be in Dallas the rest of his career. No fucking doubt. He
Yeah,
thought he
I
was
mean,
about
when
to
you're
just
the
get a
fucking
giant supermax contract.
Franchise player
I don't blame him. I mean,
came out of nowhere
I think a good offseason with Bron and Bronny going to do him right.
with Bronny.
Now, let me stop.
Bronny going to teach him some
He's
shit.
going to go home. He's going to go to Slovenia. There's no
He's going to
reason.
smoke the hookah.
You're going to be sipping on them motherfucking Coors Light, whatever the, what's his name? The Mavs.
Took it away from him.
Michael Finley. Yeah, Michael Finley took that. I don't remember if it was Coors Light. I'm bullshitting. He going to be sipping Natty Light, smoking hookah all summer long. But he'll get that burst back.
He'll get it back halfway through next year.
That's I mean, I feel like Luka right now is more of a threat with his passing than his scoring, especially since coming to the Lakers.
If he's not hitting those step back threes, then you can't really.
Yeah.
He's not really scoring.
I mean, that's not necessarily true at all. There's definitely been points in Luka's career where he could get.
No, I'm
past
saying like
him.
right now.
Yeah, right now
Right
for
now.
sure. Yeah. Okay. But you want to get into our top
Get
10
into our
duos?
list, yeah.
I'll start with my number
This shit
10.
was tough. This shit was tough.
Honestly, the bottom 5 were a lot tougher for me ranking.
The whole thing was tough for me.
It's arbitrary, bro. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna have a different opinion of who they'd rather have, but I do also want to preface it by saying we're talking about the best duos right now, not necessarily the best duos for next season or in the future or even for the playoffs.
Yeah.
The best duos right now. What our current opinion of them are. So number 10 though. Well, do you want to give some honorable mentions first?
Okay.
I'm gonna give my only real honorable mention. It's tough to not put them in. I got Ja Morant and JJJ.
Did you make your list? Wow.
At 11. Originally, they were 10 for me, but I made some last-minute tinkerings. Honestly, it's Ja that dragged them down for me.
Yeah.
I don't think the stats tell the full story about quite how I don't want to say bad he's been because, of course, he's still Ja Morant. He's still a good basketball player, good NBA
He still
player.
puts the pressure on the rim.
Yeah.
He's still their guy, I think.
Yeah, I agree, but he's definitely it's a very shaky shooting year. I don't trust him anywhere out of like 20 feet right now, so
Yeah.
that's why I couldn't put him in. I really love what JJJ's been doing this season. I wouldn't say took a step offensively. He really stayed where he was last year without Ja when I thought it might take a drop. But yeah, that's my first honorable mention. Him and Franz and Paulo are my only real guys that I couldn't put on the list, but
Yeah, I had Paolo Franz as well. I'm sure they'll be here in the next upcoming years. And the guys that also didn't make my list, Halliburton, Siakam. They are a great duo, but I feel like they are such like a team aspect.
I see what you're saying, but they've
And
been
it's
damn
just been
good.
the past couple weeks where Halliburton really has been kicking it into like third gear.
I mean,
But even when he wasn't, they were still
Shooting-wise,
fifth.
yes.
They were still like the fifth seed. Scoring wise, yes.
it's really only the 3-point shooting that's jumped up considerably since the new year. I mean, of course, he had
Well, that's
the first few months of the
best
season.
That's the like
The
not
best
only
part
way
of
he
his
can score,
scoring.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I know what you're saying. Of course, the first few months of the season, everybody was shitting on Hallie. He did not look good.
Yeah.
Shot wasn't falling. Didn't look aggressive offensively, and of course that takes away from what he can do playmaking. But like I said, since the new year, Tyrese has been shooting 45% from 3 on 7.5 attempts, and overall has just looked 100 times better. Also shooting 50, 40, 88 since the new year. So bro's getting his buckets efficiently. It's only about 19 points per game. But I want to talk about Pascal too, man. I love this duo, and I think their game meshes very well together because Pascal can basically get it from anywhere on the court, and Tyrese can basically get him the ball anywhere on the court. So I like how they work together. I like the pick and roll between them.
Yeah, I like it too, but I really don't think
It was hard
they
to put
play
them
off
over
of
John
each other
JJJ. I think they
that
do.
much. They do, but Siakam also plays off of a lot of other
He's
players on that
also
team, you know?
a very good ISO scorer.
Yeah.
So I think Pascal can get it from anywhere offensively, and I do think he brings an energy to the defensive side of the ball. He's not necessarily a lockdown post defender. He's not going to lock down anybody on the perimeter, but he's a good help defender.
Yeah.
He brings the energy. He'll protect the paint somewhat. I mean,
He's long, rangy.
He's not no rim protector, but he can protect the paint a bit. So
For sure.
I like this duo a lot right now. I think,
like him too.
I think long term and regularly, I would probably have John JJJ over them. But right now, in my opinion, they're the better duo. So that's why I got them here. At 10.
I mean, I have to disagree, but what, you have them at 10?
I got them at 10. Who do you got at 10?
My 10 is KD and D-Book.
I don't hate it. I mean,
probably one of the best offensive only duos on the list.
The best. We're top 2 offense only for sure.
But one, it's not really like they play off each other. They're both just great scorers on their own. It's not like they run dribble handoffs or anything together. They're not really like partners in terms of helping each other score instead of just like demanding a double team and kick it out to them.
For sure.
And we obviously know none of them are great defenders, but I had to put them on the list just because KD and D-Book. I mean, if you did build the right team around him, then they probably are a great team.
Probably, yeah. That's similar to why I said I have them here at 9. They're the only duo to both rank in the top 10 in the league right now in scoring. Unfortunately, though, those points have just not equated to wins yet.
Yeah.
Or they're not gonna. I shouldn't say yet. Yeah. But KD is shooting uber efficiently this season, basically 50, 40, 80. Well, Book, he's not having his greatest year, but he's far from bad. Still shooting 45% from the field, 35% from 3. I love this duo offensively if they have the right squad around them. Just because they can both create for themselves easily, and they're both decent at creating for others. So I think in a vacuum it works great, but it's just too bad their franchise has failed to put a competent team around these guys. I mean,
probably the last year we see this duo together.
I'd bet my life savings on it, brother. Ain't shit, but I'd bet it. But yeah, they're no slouches on D either. I mean, D-Book can get in that stance sometimes, and KD, rangy, lengthy guy, he can
no slouch.
Get in the passing lanes, get some slots sometimes. But
yeah,
he's not no motherfucking Kawhi, so no slouch.
9, I had Curry and Jimmy.
Okay,
one of the newer duos on this list. I did want to put them higher just because I do think they do play off and mesh really well. Obviously, Curry's the greatest shooter of all time. Jimmy draws the fouls and gets to the paint.
I do not know how you have John JJJ higher than them, man. But
I mean,
I only got him at 8, but
hey, then you're gonna think my next one's crazy, but yeah, I've got Curry and Jimmy here. I do really like them. I still want to see more time, even though they have been. So
you don't got
together.
John JJJ next?
Nah.
Oh man,
nah,
you're thinking hypothetical, bro. You gotta look at it for real.
I mean, I get Jazz having a bad shooting year.
It's more than that, brother. He's having a bad year. Just doesn't.
He's having a bad year, but it's still Ja Morant.
He doesn't look like Ja to me this year. That's why. I'm sorry. I'm not.
It's
gonna
not
keep harping on
it's not like
this,
he's
but
bad every game.
No, he's not bad.
I think people are kind of
he hasn't been
overblowing
Ja
this.
for one game.
That's not true.
It feels true to me. Not let me not say for one game, but he's been not Ja more than he's been Ja this year. And you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like his scoring, his energy is not where it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still taking.
I just think he's still getting used to a
think
different
it's getting
offense.
overblown a little bit of how bad he's been. Just because he hasn't been the electric fucking superstar point guard that he's been. He's still been.
No, I agree.
Still been a very good guard.
He's still very good, but he's also not been very.
He hasn't been very great either. I get that.
Yeah.
But Curry, Jimmy, 9.
Hey, Curry and Jimmy are my number 8. I want to point out Steph had been shooting before the Jimmy trade 59% true shooting percentage. Since Jimmy's come to Golden State, that's jumped up to 70% true shooting.
Wow.
Of course, Jimmy shooting still hasn't been great. I think he's only shooting like 20% on the Warriors on his three. He's about two attempts a game, but what he's doing defensively has been way more impactful than you might think it is. With the lineup of Steph, Pods, Moody, Jimmy, and Dre, that lineup has been in the 96th percentile in terms of points per possession defensively. And they have a plus 20 differential in points per possession. So when that lineup's out there, they're scoring 20 more points than you. I believe. Sorry, I started there. I kind of blanked out. But either way, Jimmy, rim pressure, defense, combined with Curry's gravity, and I just think they've been looking phenomenal, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Jimmy's averaging like 18, 6, and 6 since being there. I think that's right around where I expected him to be on this team.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to come in and average 25 all of a sudden.
No, not at all.
That's not what I traded him for.
100%. So I think defensively is really where the impact is found for this duo. So
yeah,
got to give him the nod here at 8.
Yeah, 7, I had JB and Cat. We know what they can bring offensively.
So, like, they're my 7 too, but
probably, like, one of the most unguardable duos offensively. But one, I feel like they don't even run that much two-man game with JB and Cat. Not as much as I want to see, to be honest. It is just their offense. They'll probably do it more in the playoffs. It's situation, matchup-based, but you also got to bring up defense, too. Cat's not a good center.
No, neither of these guys are really good defenders. So
JB, bad defender. Simple as that. Just based off his size. And
I mean, bro is your height.
Yeah. He puts all of his energy into offense. So, yeah, I've got them at 7.
I've got them at 7 too. I wish I could have put them higher just because of the powerhouse they are on offense, but you touched on it. The defense is just dookie, so
yeah,
can't put them any higher. But I love how they could play off each other. I mean, like you said, they don't do it quite as much as you'd want to see, but they do open up a lot for each other. On offense. So, I mean, Cat clears out the paint a bit with his spacing, and of course, Jalen Brunson drags the defense in, opens up the floor for Cat. So
for sure.
They open up each other's games offensively. I think that's why you don't quite need to see the two-man game so much and it still be effective. But imagine how it would be if Tom Thibodeau really was just jamming that down our throats. No pause, but like no Diddy on that. I'm not who you got at number 6 though?
That's where I have John and Jaren.
Yeah, that's a bit high for me, but
I mean, Jaren, top 3, top 5 defender in the league, I'd say.
Top 5 for sure without looking at it. But
him or Mobley going to be Defensive Player of the Year. And Jaren's offense has been completely insane. Not completely insane, but
like 23 points per game.
Very efficient.
Very good efficient, yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah, Ja, like we touched on earlier, not having the crazy season, but when I do watch the games, he's still the guy taking the shots most of the time, making the plays for the team. I think they think he's still their guy.
Yeah, but I mean, the offense isn't necessarily built around him like that anymore. So
no, I don't think it needs to be built around him.
I know
he's adjusting, like you're saying.
Yeah,
I think
he'll be better next year, but I
don't think this is the Ja Morant we're gonna see for the rest of his career.
Oh no, I 100% don't agree. But I'm not ranking them for the rest of their career. I'm ranking them for right now.
For sure.
That's why I think they're just a bit too high. I don't think Ja's carrying his weight, and it's much more weight as JJJ is carrying. You know, this year, I can't put them there without their star guard. Like, Ja needs to be a star for them to be on this duo list for me, man. Personally,
you don't think Ja's a star?
He has been playing like a star this year.
You don't think Ja's a star?
Bro's been playing not like a star this year at all.
I just think it's getting blown out of proportion a little bit.
I mean, who's blowing it out of proportion? I don't hear anybody talking about it. I think he's worse than what the numbers are even showing.
I'm not even numbers wise.
I don't know, man.
I just don't think. I mean, we've seen them win games without him.
I feel like we got opposites opinion on Ja.
Yeah, I
think he's been worse than what
creates
most
so
people
much
are saying.
for that team offensively still, just getting to the rim and opening it up for shooters.
For
Because
sure.
when you drive to the rim, it's not like the defense is letting him get to the rim. They're putting 3 guys in the paint
He just
and
doesn't
forcing
feel.
the other guys to shoot it.
He just doesn't feel elite to me this year.
No, but is Halliburton elite?
He's been elite the last couple months. Yeah,
Elite.
elite
Yeah,
shooter.
yeah,
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 damn near
yes,
fucking
yes.
50%, 45.
Siakam's
last
elite.
month. No,
What about Jaren?
Sharon's been an elite defender. Yeah.
And
damn good.
damn
shooter, yeah.
good on
damn good
offense.
offensively. Yeah, but he's not out there. He's not KD, motherfucker. Like he's not
No, he's
creating
not
for
KD.
himself. Like, well,
but
he
that's
does a
not what
little
I
bit, but-
expect from him.
I know, but I'm talking about elite, not elite expectation
Then
wise.
fucking Jaren's been more elite than Halliburton this year.
I'd said the last few months Tyrese has been an elite guard.
Jaren's-
They do completely
Jaren's-
different things. He's an
Okay,
elite
but-
playmaker and been an elite shooter the last 2 months. That's what I said. I'll leave it at that.
So you're just gonna leave the defense out of it because he's an elite player.
I didn't say he was. Ja's been elite at nothing this year.
No, he hasn't.
So that's my point. He's not been elite at anything. Tyrese Halliburton the last 2 months has been an elite shooter and elite playmaker.
I'm still taking Ja over Halliburton.
Yes, I am too, long term. But the last 2 months I'm taking Tyrese, and that's just the cold
You're
hard
just basing
facts.
this off the past 2 months.
Bro, I said right now.
Yeah.
This season. Of course, Tyrese had a bad start to the season, but he's shown me differently. And he's been consistent since the new year.
I get your argument, but I'm still taking Ja and Jaren over Halliburton and Siakam.
I mean, I thought it
As
was
a duo,
close.
as
That's
a
why I
duo.
had him 9 and 10. I literally switched it today. 20 minutes before you got here, I switched. I said, fuck it, bro. I'm looking at Hallie and Siakam are having the better year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's very fucking close. It was a lot closer than 6 and off the list for me. I mean, I think you're just. I think you're a Ja fan, and I'm. Not
I am a Ja fan.
I know you are. You've always been very high on Ja. So I'm not hating on it at all.
Nah, I get it. He hasn't had the year. He hasn't been elite.
Yeah.
Still Ja Morant, though.
Definitely still Ja Morant, but not the Ja Morant I want.
He hasn't been
Right now.
consistent.
Yeah. We're going to move past this, though. I think we both got our point across pretty well, and I think we both know where each other stand. So, what are we at, number
You
5?
got at 5.
I got Mitchell and Mobley at 5, man. I really wanted to put them higher. But
Wow.
it wasn't easy to pick a duo for this team as well. I mean, I was really leaning Mitchell and Garland for a while.
Yeah.
But I simply think these two are the most talented on the squad. Evan Mobley has just been a fantastic defender. He's my pick for DPOY. When Wemby got hurt, I was leaning towards Jaren. But what that team's done defensively and Evan Mobley being the driving force behind it,
Yep.
I definitely am leaning towards Emo right now. But the biggest knock on Emo, I kind of want to put him higher now, actually, but I'm going to keep him at 5. My biggest knock on Emo coming into the year is,
The
the spacing and just his overall aggressiveness on the offensive side of the floor.
Yeah.
He answered that question. He's taking almost 3 threes a game, shooting 37%.
I think Atkinson really empowered him to
He
be
did.
able to do that.
He's also getting to the free throw line at a career high rate as well. So that just speaks to the aggressiveness. He's getting to the bucket. He's getting to the line. He's shooting threes confidently.
Yep.
So you're absolutely right. Kenny Atkinson definitely empowered him on the offensive side of the ball. And D-Mitch, a lot of people saying he's having an off year,
He's having
but
a Ja year. No, he has.
he really hasn't been bad at all, bro.
Yeah.
If you look at the numbers,
They
he's
are
just
very
playing
team.
less minutes.
It's a team oriented offense too.
He's literally just playing 6 less minutes than last year.
Yeah.
If you look at his per 36, he's literally the same exact player, except he's averaging more points and shooting better from 3.
Yeah.
So it's literally him just giving it to the rest of the squad a bit. Like, the team's so damn good, you're not going to be able to put up 26, 7, and 5 because Garland's going to handle the ball a bit more. Mobley's going to get a lot more shots up. I mean,
They got a
a
real
very
backup
deep
guard now with
Ty
Jerome.
They don't need him to do that, and
Uh-huh.
he's been super efficient in his role. So
Yeah.
I wanted to put him higher, but I think some of these guys above him are just more talented right now.
Okay.
And shit,
Yeah. I mean, shit. Like I said, this was very tough for me to rank, but
like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really debating putting him of Giannis and Dame at my 4 spot, But I got some good points for Giannis and Dame for being here. So.
Yeah, I got Giannis and Dame at 5.
Okay.
It is weird because Giannis is like top two player on this list.
Yep.
And Dame
is damn good offensively.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I don't think they play as well off of each other as a certain duo on this list. Maybe if he isn't as talented, Jokic and Murray. But
I got Jokic and Murray above them too, but
yeah,
it's because of one guy.
Yeah. No, like you said, top scoring duo.
Giannis and Dame?
List. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Combined 56.4 points, which is actually number 2 was KD and Book.
Wow.
The lowest scoring was Tyrese and Siakam, but they do a lot of other things on the court. So,
yeah. Yeah, Giannis and Dame at 5.
I got something interesting for Giannis and Dame, specifically Damian Lillard. So looking at Dame's basically the team's offensive and defensive rating with and without Dame on the court. With Dame on the floor, our defensive rating is a 114.6, which would place them as the 22nd worst team in the league defensively. But with him off the floor, that jumps up to a 106.9, which would make them the second best team in the league in terms of defensive rating, only behind this Thunder. But on the flip side, with Dame, I'm sorry.
With Dame only on the court by himself?
No. Just Dame on the. This isn't to do with Giannis. This is just Dame on the floor versus Dame off the floor.
Okay.
Yes, so they're one of the best defenses in the league without Dame on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
With him on the floor, they're bottom 10. On
Yeah.
the offensive side of the ball, though, when Dame is on the floor, the offensive rating is a 117.1, which is just outside of the top 5 in the NBA. When he's off the floor, it plummets to a 106.8, the second worst offense in the league. And just the juxtaposition with Dame's play, where when he's on the floor, you're getting a bottom 10 defense and a top 5 offense. And when he's off the floor, you're getting a bottom 5 offense and a top 2 defense.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it very difficult to balance. But I do believe Giannis is the perfect pairing with him because he brings steadiness to both sides of the ball. He's going to be there defensively. He's going to impact you. And offensively, he's going to give you 30, basically.
Yeah.
An aggressive 30.
Mm.
And when Dame is on the floor alone, he's averaging like 30 points per 100 possessions. So,
yeah.
I
do you think those stats help or hurt their duo case? Because it kind of sounds like it hurts.
I get what you're saying, but I think it really comes down to coaching.
Yeah.
I think if Doc Rivers can manage them correctly and make sure one of them is always on the fucking floor, then
he doesn't.
Do you want – it really comes down to Doc Rivers because if you need a top 2 defense in the league, take fucking Dame off the court.
You're not going to take
him
him off
your
the court in
defenders.
the fourth quarter, though.
You're not, except when you need a fucking stop.
Well, if it's the last possession of the game and there's no shot clock
bro.
Yeah, he should make the defensive substitutions in the late game situations.
If we're up 5 and say they're facing the Rockets who don't have a guy, and the Bucks are up 5.
How much time?
5 minutes left. I'm
You're
taking Dame off the motherfucking floor.
You can't
for at least 2-3 minutes, so we can lock down Giannis. I know you can get us a couple buckets. That's all you got to do.
Who else on the floor?
I don't give a damn, bro. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you don't fucking guard up on him, he's hitting that mid-range shot on you. If you guard up on him, he's driving right past you.
KD mid-range shot. He's not that good now.
He's been shooting like 60% from within like 15 feet. I forgot the exact
he's taking them and he's making them.
Yeah.
He's a lot better.
He's making them at a very high rate.
But it's so much tougher for him to score without
Dame on the floor, yeah. But, I mean.
You're not going to, dude. Be realistic. You're not going to take Dame off the floor with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, no matter what.
I get what you're saying. But sometimes you got to do what you got to fucking do. I don't care about politics, bro. The numbers show me something. I'm trying it out at least.
This just never going to
I'm an experimental coach, bro. I'm an experimental coach.
Well, they should have experimented before now, I don't
know. They got to find a way to hide Dame at least.
Yeah.
It's very hard to hide anybody on an NBA court nowadays. Mm-hmm. Everybody can get a bucket for the most part, but they got to find a way to do it, man.
I mean, they're not going to be able to hide him against a team like the Cavs and the Celtics.
No. You're really not. I mean, the only way for us to beat one of those teams is just if they're just hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Giannis and Dame, and our role players are hitting their threes. So,
Yep.
but we do have a chance. Who do you got it for?
4, I got Jokic and Murray.
Okay.
They are a great duo, but I did look at the stats. They're still just as good of a team, if not better, even when Murray's off the floor and it's him and Westbrook out there. Obviously, he brings a different element. He's going to hit the jump shots and the dribble handoffs. He's going to shoot the threes, the mid-rangers. But I did originally have him a lot higher. But like you said, it is just a lot of Jokic being Jokic.
Bro, I'm extra retarded this episode. I have Jokic and Jamal at 6. I forgot to mention him.
Oh, you skipped him?
Yeah, I have him so low just because I don't think Jamal's carrying his weight
Jamal's having his best season, scoring-wise.
of his career.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. I can't put him above Mitchell and Mobley though, and they're my 5. So,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Jokic is the best player in the league, but
I think Murray's the
talking
perfect
duos,
complement, though. Like, they're, like,
he could be better.
The-
Let's be honest.
like the archetype of Jamal Murray with Jokic, that's just who you want. I think that their
Jamal
duo
Murray's just
meshes
so
perfectly.
inconsistent for me though. Like
Yeah.
one game you might get bubble Jamal where he's hitting his threes, getting to the
He's
biscuit.
not no superstar.
He can play like a damn
Yeah, he
superstar
can.
sometimes, but sometimes he's ass, bro. And
That's
when
why
he's not
he's
hitting
not.
his shots, like there's not much shit he can do.
You still got to guard him, though.
Yeah, you do. But he's not exactly a great creator. Of course, Jokic is the creator, so
Yeah.
I know what you mean. He is definitely an archetype that you want to pair up with him. But
I think they just play so well together. And they've proved it.
they got a lot of chemistry, man. Yeah.
I think they've went away from it a little bit this year.
Damn,
with,
this
like,
is
not
harder
the
than I
dribble
thought.
handoff every time. But
I really don't want to keep him at 6, but this,
I told you it was tough.
yeah, man, I'm keeping him at 6 though.
Yeah, I got him at 4.
Okay. So you had, can you read me your list so far from the bottom?
KD, D-Book, Curry, Jimmy, JB Cat, Ja Jaren, Giannis, Dame, Jokic, Murray.
Okay, so mine was Hallie and Siakam, then Katie and Book, then Curry and Jimmy, Brunson, Cat, Jokic and Jamal, Mitchell and Mobley, and then Giannis and Dame.
Giannis and Dame at your 4?
4, yes.
I got LeBron and Luka at my 4.
Okay.
I think when they did that trade, everybody was talking about the fit. They do fit great together.
Yeah.
2 of the smartest players in NBA history. But you can't deny Luka is still pretty bad at defense. Redick has kind of hit him with the defense that he's playing.
Most definitely.
LeBron's 40 years old. He can do a couple possessions where he locks in on defense, gets a chase down block or something, but 65-70% of the time he's just closing out on a shooter, like just praying that he misses or he doesn't close out at all.
I'm dead.
No, I just want to see more from them, to be
I don't
honest.
blame you. I don't blame you.
It is LeBron and Luka, though.
I got them at 3. I mean, they're just 2 walking triple doubles that on any given night, I'm confident they can make it happen. And
Yeah.
I'm confident Luka will find his shot again. As we talked about earlier, I don't know if that burst is coming back this season.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see it, but since the Luka debut, Lakers have been 9-4 after 2 tough losses in a row against Boston and Brooklyn without LeBron in the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
But when playoff time comes around, I genuinely think this team's a real threat to everybody. I think they're also missing maybe Jackson Hayes in that Brooklyn game as well. But if you take that away, they're 9-3. So they've definitely shown me that they can play together very well. It's just a matter if they can keep up the energy on the defensive side of the floor.
For sure. Yeah, agreed.
I do love watching 2 passers like that play together. It's very exciting. You never know where the ball's going to go.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I watch basketball, I'm usually not watching the ball handler all the time. Like most of the time, I'm like looking around, like seeing how the defense is reacting. Watching them is just like, I usually feel like I know somewhere where the ball's going to end up.
Not when Luka.
Not with them. Yeah, not when Luka or LeBron's got the ball,
For
because
sure.
They can make a cross court pass.
They know
look
what the
easy
defense
as
is
fuck
gonna do before the
the
defense even
defense
does
knows.
it.
Yeah.
So it is really fun to watch them play.
I think when the playoffs come around, it's going to be very fun.
Hey, hopefully LeBron gets healthy.
Shut the fuck up. He's healthy. He's just taking a little time off before the playoffs. He does this every fucking season. It's always the groin, and it's always mid-March. Literally the last 5 years.
Last 5 years is crazy.
Look it up, bro.
They were at your 3.
Yeah.
I had Shea and Jada at my 3.
Okay. Who the fuck? Do you have someone I don't have top 2?
No, I didn't say them yet. I think you had them like 5 or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, 2 great offensive players.
Hell yeah.
No slouches on defense.
I mean, they're damn good defensively.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it.
But I also think Shea's carrying this a little bit. I mean, no, J-Dub in his own right, great player. But they're not no like dynamic duo or something. They're just 2 great players that play with each other.
I mean, I get what you're saying, yeah. I think next year, and I actually said this at the beginning of the year, I think it's going to be more
It's going to be more chat, yeah.
I made that call probably a year too early.
We did have that injury.
Yeah, he didn't play, what was it, 35 games?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think next year we might be talking about a dynamic duo with those 2. So
For sure. They can play off each other a little bit more. And I think J-Dub slots in that 3 spot very well. Like the third star.
Very well, yes. I've actually got them at number 2. I've actually specifically want to talk about their defense because, I think they're not getting as much credit as a defensive duo as they should because between 2 teammates this year, like, they're combining for the most steals between 2 teammates this year. J-Dub's actually tied with Case and Wallace at, I believe it was 1.7 steals a game, but they're both getting just a hair under 2 steals a game. They just cause so much havoc on the defensive end. They're always in the passing lanes. They're closing out on shooters, and it is definitely a team thing.
Yeah.
But I think those 2 are like the soul behind it almost. I mean,
yeah, they play their part great.
I think that's why I might have them ranked higher than like Jokic and Murray. I mean, of course, we know what they are offensively.
Yeah.
But they don't bring shit. I mean, Jokic is an ass, Jamal is an ass, but they're not difference makers on the defensive side of the ball that I think both those guys are.
For sure.
So combine that with the offensive firepower that Shea brings, can literally get a bucket from anywhere, anytime, on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And J-Dub is always going to be ready for a shot. And although he hasn't been hyper efficient like he was last year, he's still very good. Can make an open shot, can make a contested shot.
Can make his own play, too.
Can make his own play as well. So I love how Jalen plays off of Shea because I do think, although it's not a 2-man game necessarily, he definitely takes advantage of the situation that Shea puts the defense in. So
Agreed.
That's why they're a top two duo in my eyes.
Yeah, I had him at 3. I actually had Mitchell and Mobley at 2, just based on we know what Mitchell can bring offensively.
I love we both got the Jays number 1 though.
Yeah, they kind of have to be.
Yeah.
Mobley, what he brings defensively and offensively this year. And when I looked at the stats, the on-off numbers, even when it's just Mitchell and Mobley on the floor, they're still like a plus 20.
Yeah.
And no other duo, if it's just D-Mitch or Garland, D-Mitch Allen, Garland Allen.
There's no drop-off.
It's worse than it is than D-Mitch and Mobley.
Well, yeah, but like
when it's just them 2 on the floor versus just D-Mitch and Garland, just D-Mitch and Allen, just Garland and Allen. You know what I mean?
I just love how Atkinson has kind of made duos for any time during the game. Either you're gonna have Mitchell and Mobley out there, or Allen and Garland.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can mix and match that, but those 2 duos are the most effective for their squad. So
for sure,
I love how Kenny Atkinson has done that. But,
yeah, agreed.
So you got them number 2.
I got them number 2.
I can't hate on it. Any of these guys, I feel like once you get past the top 6, or once you get into the top 6, it's really preference based.
Yeah.
Like, what do you value more in a basketball player?
Right, because Giannis and Dame, fuck around and be top 2. Like,
Yeah, for real. I mean,
got
if
Giannis
we're
and
talking
Damian
strictly
Lillard.
talent, shit,
If-
they
if
might be
I'm,
number
like-
one. Like,
yeah, like if I could like build my whole team around them, like
I do think
it could
that
be
would
a whole different
different
list.
It
It'd
would
be a
be
whole
very
different
different if we were picking in a vacuum. Who
Yeah.
are we building a squad around to win a championship this year?
Mhm.
They damn near might be number one.
Yeah.
But I think the Jays probably still would be number one for me because I think it's like the perfect style to build a team around.
Mm-hmm.
Two athletic forwards that can play defense, shoot the three, play make a bit, get to the bucket, anything basically.
Yeah.
Of course, Jason Tatum's a bit better playmaker, a bit better shooter. Well, Jaylen Brown is a lot better at getting to the rim and a better defender. Well, I mean, that's
They're
questionable.
both great on defense.
They're both great defenders. I think Jaylen Brown's probably a better perimeter, get in a stance, lock up a Luka type defender.
Yeah, for
where
sure.
Jason Tatum is a good help defender. He's
So
a better.
so
He's a
strong.
very good post defender as well.
Yeah, he can do a little bit of everything.
Especially, I mean, I'm never gonna forget him locking up KD.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was the game plan too. Like,
yeah,
Ime
completely.
was still coaching there. But,
Yes, but
Tatum, great job.
of course, this is easier said than done to put two guys like that together. I think the Magic is a team that's trying to recreate that a little bit. Defense first, two lengthy, athletic, versatile wings, building around them. The three comes later. 'Cause I
Yeah.
mean, if you think about the Celtics, the defense always came first. So
I mean, before they won a championship, the conversation was, can these two guys play together? They're too similar. But when you develop them next to each other like that for that long,
they cover each other's weaknesses very well.
it's like they don't even have any weaknesses, you know?
As a duo, no, they really don't.
Yeah.
Name me a weakness.
Two long, rangy wings that can
Yep.
score, defend, and play make.
Yep.
It's kind of OP.
And score on all three levels, I might add.
Yeah.
I mean, Jaylen Brown might be missing a level and a half, but nah. Let me stop. He's
Got
very,
that
very
left hand level.
good. He's very good at getting to the rim, putting pressure on the rim. And of course, Jason Tatum's having a phenomenal year from three, and I would argue he's a better playmaker. So
Yeah, he is.
yeah, they really name me a weakness that duo has.
I can't think of one.
Like, of course, with Giannis and Dame, of course, Dame's a very weak
Dame can't play
defender. Yeah, he
defense.
can't play defense. J-Dub and Shea, that's a harder
That's
one
really
for a
not
weakness.
much
But
weakness either, but I think JB at this point is just more of a complete player than JB.
oh, 10,000
Yeah.
times yes. I mean,
More polished.
I think JB's become a little bit underrated
Yeah.
just because
He's
the
playing with
team
Tatum
is so good.
and Derek White and Drew and Porzingis. Yeah.
I'm just a big JB fan, though, so maybe I'm being a bit biased, but
No, I think he has fallen a little bit of the underrated category.
that's hard to say, though, as well, when he just got a finals MVP. So,
True.
but that wraps it up for the duos list.
Yeah.
Let's assign each other our games.
Hell yeah.
I got a good
Forgot
game
about
for
that.
you this week. Friday, Lakers Nuggets, 9:30 p.m.
Ooh.
Actually, I don't know because Braun's not going to be playing that game, so let me actually find a different one for you.
All right. How about Thunder Pistons for you?
That's a good
Saturday,
game.
7 o'clock.
Let me write it down in my notes so I don't forget this time.
Yeah, Pistons haven't fallen off a little bit. They went on that 10-game streak, and they're 37-29 right now.
Do you see Shaq talking shit about him?
He talks shit about the Pistons? No.
Yeah.
I saw him talking shit about Zion.
Nah, he was literally. This is how fucking stupid.
He doesn't watch ball.
Yeah, he doesn't watch ball, but this is just how fucking stupid the fucking NBA commentary has become. Listen to this.
What'd he say?
First of all, he said they're not exciting. He said
bro.
that they haven't done shit, and that he also said they're 4 games under 500. And then his co-host was like, they're 7 games over 500, and they're on a 7-game win streak. I mean, I'm sure it was filmed a couple weeks or maybe a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaq was like, "Oh, they're not 40-20 though." And his co-host was like, "So only 3 teams in the league are exciting to you? Because only 3 teams are
Yeah.
better than 40-20?" And Shaq was just talking. He
I'm
just
glad
wanted,
they were calling him out on
he
it.
just wouldn't admit he's wrong. And then on another show, I forgot exactly what he said. He said something like, who was the coach for the Pistons before Monty Williams?
Before Monty? I thought it was Bickerstaff.
No. He's the Bickerstaff's the coach now.
Oh.
He I literally know it and I can't think of it. Hold on.
Dwayne Casey? No, that was a few years ago.
No.
Couldn't tell you. Monty was supposed to be the guy. 5-year, $100 million.
Hold on.
What I saw Shaq doing, Zion had like a triple-double. It was like 20, 12, and 10.
I
He's
saw
like,
that. He said-
we celebrating 20 points now? Like, shut the
It
fuck
was
up.
bullshit,
buddy.
bro. Yeah.
Just appreciate what you see. Because Zion has been going absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
These
Zion's been
past,
hooping
like,
his
month
ass
or two.
off, bro.
About to make me fall for the Pelicans trap again.
Oh, okay. So Shaq said Chauncey Billups got them playing D out there. Yeah.
So he
And
just don't know what he's talking about.
Candace Owens was like, okay, I'm not going to she literally said, I'm not going to let that one slide, bro. And he said,
'cause
is
she
Chauncey
actually-
not the coach out there?
I think
Is
it's
Chauncey
Candace
not
Parker.
the coach? Did I say Candace Owens?
Yeah. But
There's a Candace Owens,
There
isn't
is,
there? But
yeah.
it was Candace Parker who
she
said
actually knows hoops. Like, she knows what she's talking about.
because she's a hooper.
Yeah. She doesn't just talk out of her ass. I'm glad they got people to actually, like, check him. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Candace Owens is a fucking Republican
I knew the name, but...
political commentator.
Okay.
I'm off my game today, man. She's a far right commentator. That's terrible.
That's crazy.
I ain't a Trumpy. Yeah, she corrected him and said, bro, it's JB Bickerstaff. And he's like, I'm not watching no fucking Detroit basketball. Then
He said
why were
Chauncey
you
Billups? Why are you talking about
Then
them?
why are you talking about him? If you don't
Yeah.
fucking watch basketball, why fucking even make a comment, bro? Why are you
Yeah.
getting paid to talk basketball? I'm just so sick of like the commentators just being NBA faces. Like, bro, if you're not watching the game, get the fuck off the screen, dog. I
Exactly.
don't want to hear you talk about shit you don't know what you're saying.
Even if you're not watching like that, then, like, don't just hate on him for no reason. Like,
For real.
why is your first instinct to just hate?
Literally for no reason.
If you don't watch, be like, oh, well, that's
Is
playing
that
good
true?
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
37-29. Damn, Pistons are doing good.
Nah, he said if you're not 40-20, you ain't on shit. You're not winning the fucking championship.
And that's crazy
Detroit.
because some of the, like, bad teams are exciting, you know?
100%, yes.
The Bulls have actually been kind of exciting recently.
There's a lot. I feel like every game I watch is pretty damn exciting unless it's a fucking blowout.
Exactly.
Like, so
Like, there'll be nights where I'm just, like, going through the NBA app. I'm like, oh, shit, 6 minutes left in this fucking
it
Pelicans
doesn't
Jazz
matter who's
game.
on.
Like, it's
Yeah,
close.
I'm
Like,
turning on the game because it's a
right?
close fucking game. Shaq just does not watch ball unless he's in the arena, and even then, he's probably not really.
Probably
tapped
not
in.
even watching.
So
Yeah, it's crazy.
the NBC needs to hire Zach Lowe. NBC I just really and actually am excited for the switching of broadcastings.
Yeah, I mean, but I thought, like, that whole crew was returned. Like, aren't they going to NBC?
Nah, they were gonna get like a deal with Amazon or some shit, but I'm
Oh.
not fucking watching Amazon games, so
Yeah.
I got Amazon actually, so I might. But I don't know, man. I'm just really kind of sick of the TNT crew, bro.
They're cool when they're bullshit and not talking about
Yeah,
basketball.
they're funny as fuck when like okay, it's a basketball setting, you know, you're bullshitting about basketball, whatever.
Yeah,
But when you're talking real fucking hoops, you guys are haters for what? For clicks?
right. I don't know.
I don't
Is
just
that what they're
understand-
telling him to do?
I just don't understand the whole like culture of hating in NBA because I feel like it's not like that for basically any other sport. But what
It's
gets
just the NBA.
all the clicks in NBA is just hater ass bullshit. Stephen A. Smith and LeBron beefing, and
You
then
saw
Stephen
that
A.
shit?
Smith didn't say shit to his face. Goes on 10 podcasts talking that was weak. He's a bitch.
What
Bro, I
what he
watched
said?
you stand there and take his shit. So what are you talking about?
Nah,
bro?
he didn't say he's a bitch though.
Nah,
did
he didn't say he's a bitch. He didn't say he's a bitch. He said that was weak.
said
That was soft.
weak?
Yeah, he said that was soft. That was weak.
About what?
Him coming in and approaching him during a game. He said talking to
Then
my
coming
face
back
was
against
weak.
the Knicks?
Talking to my face was weak. But I'm gonna go on 10 podcasts and talk shit about it after
didn't
the
see
fact
that.
because I didn't say shit. Man, Stephen A. Smith is a bitch.
I get the whole like, oh, Brian's an NBA player. He can be criticized. I could get that, but
Yeah,
Stephen A. was like, LeBron, as a father, I'm pleading you put a stop to this. Like, that's just going too far.
Yeah, it's going way too far, bro. Like, I get it from both sides. Like you can talk basketball, but you're not talking basketball. Bronny's been hooping in the G League. I mean, I get it's the G League, and I'm not the biggest Bronny guy either. But bro,
you compare his stats because he's the 55th pick. You compare him to the fucking 50th, 56th, 52nd.
Literally.
Bro's putting up 20 in the G League on efficient shooting.
And they ain't doing that shit. I don't even know that for a fact, but
no, video I saw, like, they're putting up fucking 5 points.
Yeah, in the G.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it because you get an opportunity.
And he's 19 years old, and those guys are like 23, 24.
My thing is just like, how are you going to... I can watch the video of him talking shit in your face, and you standing there
shook
like a bitch, doing nothing, and then you tweet, "Oh, I wasn't going to talk about this, but now it went viral. I have to." That does not mean you have to talk about it at all.
Nah, I mean, he's going to get clicks.
That's all he cares about. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
and he just got paid $100 million contract.
I fucking genuinely
ESPN.
hate ESPN and fucking Stephen A. Smith. Like, ESPN when I was a kid and shit, that was cool. I love watching the fucking top 10 plays, and they used to have the ticker. I haven't watched like SportsCenter in fucking forever.
I don't watch SportsCenter anymore.
Like they had the little ticker with the topics they'd be talking about. Ooh, I want to hear about that topic. Oh, okay, we gotta wait for that,
right?
Bro, that shit used to be genuinely nice, like real nice
watch
talk,
you
on the weekends and the mornings. Get home from school, turn on SportsCenter.
Mm-hmm. Now, the only shows I watch is NBA Today or NFL Live.
I don't watch any fucking, like, live TV anymore unless it's basketball or UFC or some shit like that.
For sure.
Nah, I just be tapped into some podcasts. I mean, nothing crazy, though. I mean, I don't get a lot of my opinions from other dudes.
Yeah, right.
But I swear that's what half of NBA fans are now, just ripping off what somebody else said because it sounds like some smart shit.
Yeah.
True or not.
That's what more than half of NBA discourse is nowadays, I feel like.
75% of it.
Yeah.
Just shit talking.
Oh, I heard this guy say something. Sounds pretty cool. That's my agenda now.
It sounds pretty fucking smart and fucking different. I want to be different, so I'm going to hate on these guys.
Shay's a foul baiter.
I mean, bro, I hate foul baiting too, but like, everybody does it.
Mm.
If you're allowed to do it, why not do it? If that's on the league. That's not on the players.
And when they can't guard you.
I mean, let me stop. I hated on Embiid for the longest time for fucking foul baiting, but at the same time, bro,
that was different than what Shay's doing though.
Embiid is fucking just flops to the floor and gets himself hurt.
Shay doesn't flop. Embiid flops.
Shay definitely flops sometimes, but
he flails his arms.
Shay tries to draw fouls. I mean, Embiid did the same thing, but he flopped all the time, and then he'd cry, and then
I don't
fucking
see
get hurt.
Shay complaining ever either.
That's another thing.
Like a Luka.
That
man complains
makes me want to turn off basketball game.
Every game.
If it's players constantly complaining to the refs, constant fucking flopping, and also just when there's fucking foul every possession and it's just a game of free throws, bro, that shit is just like, I don't care what the team is. I'll turn that shit off so fast. Right. If it's just a weak-ass game, the refs are calling every ticky-tack foul, so.
Yeah. Did you give me a game to watch?
No, I didn't, but.
Weird.
Game I'm giving you to watch, I took back the game that I originally assigned you. I'm going to give you Knicks Warriors. This is Saturday night at 8:30. Cool. I think I want you to tap into that lineup that I talked about, and that's Steph, Pods, Moody, Jimmy, Dre.
Yeah, I mean that's their starting lineup.
Plus 20.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Points per possession.
Jimmy, not even duo-wise, but he opens it up for like Pods and Moody too.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Pods has been playing we talked about this on the last pod, I think, but Pods has been playing absolutely phenomenal since Jimmy got there because of the rim pressure that he creates. And, of course, Steph Curry's gravity. So,
yeah. What we got for next week? X factors for each playoff team?
X factors and weaknesses, I believe. Yeah. It's on my phone notes, so I can't check it, but.
Yeah, we getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Or I believe it's actually contenders and pretenders.
Gotcha.
So next week we'll be going over our contenders and our pretenders.
I'm excited to see what you got.
Maybe a dark horse. One dark horse. Bring one dark horse as well.
As in go to the finals?
Win it all, brother.
Okay.
So who you think has a shot, a dark horse shot. Like they need everything to go right, but it could happen.
Got you.
Contenders, pretenders, and a dark horse. So
Word.
we'll be bringing that for you next week. I want to shout out our thumbnail guy. We got a new thumbnail guy recently. He's been killing it for us. So if you fuck with the new thumbnails,
Let us know.
That's my boy Dane. So want to give him some love. Newest member of the Positionless podcast squad.
Shout out Dame.
Dane, I believe. Yeah, Dayne, my boy. So
Shout out Dane.
if you're watching this, bro, shout out to you. But anyways, I think we're gonna wrap it up for today.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. If you made it this far, drop a like, give us a sub, hit them noties.
For sure. Hit that bell.
Comment who your favorite duo in the league is. Doesn't have to be the best. You're just your favorite to watch.
Yeah, Giddy and Modest will be on this list the next 5
Giddy
years.
been hooping his ass off. I'm surprised he didn't.
I showed him some love last week.
Okay,
He was my guy last week.
Shout
I didn't want
out
to put him
Giddy.
2 weeks in a row.
Shout out the Diddle.
That's not his nickname.
Kidler.
No, stop.
the Kidler.
Chill.
What's his nickname, brother?
He ain't got one.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not going to say.
He's just the file, bro.
Kitty? Josh Kitty? That's crazy.
Nah, bro. He's just the Diddler.
There's been too many nicknames going around, and I'm happy none of them have been Bulls players. Because those, I don't like them. I don't like all the nicknames and flying around. We're trying too hard at this point.
I mean, at least I think everyone's trolling, right? Like,
Yeah,
none of them
but
are for real.
The fucking some announcers are saying it on
The
anomaly,
anomaly.
the
Nah,
paradox.
bro. He big deuce shitting on the league.
What?
He ain't the anomaly, bro. He's big deuce shitting on the
Deuce. Is that what he said?
league. Yeah, he said, "Call me big deuce."
I know he said that. I didn't hear the shitting on the league.
Nah, I came up with that.
That's fire.
He big deuce shitting on the league, bro.
I like Taco J.
Taco J.
That's what he called himself.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Where does Taco come from?
I don't know. Sounds cool though.
Who calls him that?
He said it.
Taco J.
Yeah. You never heard that before?
He literally said big deuce, bro.
He said both.
I never heard no Taco J in my life.
Big Deuce.
Big deuce shitting on the league.
Is he
Come on
number
now.
2?
Bro, his
I know his son
name
is named Deuce.
I think he is number 2. Yeah, he's always
Okay, that
been,
makes sense.
Big Deuce. No, he's number 0 actually. Let me
Yeah.
stop.
So why would it be Big Deuce? Like
I think did he
he's
wear
just small. He's
did
just
he
small
wear-
Jason.
Did he wear 2 in college?
I don't know.
Did you say small Jason?
Yeah, that's what Deuce is. He's not Big Deuce. Deuce is small Jason.
Deuce's name is Deuce.
I know,
His name ain't Jason, bro.
but Big Deuce just doesn't make any sense. His name's not
bro.
Deuce.
But he's Big Deuce shitting on the league. It rolls off the tongue, bro.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's not just Big Deuce. The nickname is Big Deuce shitting on the league. So
You just patented it.
yeah,
It
that's the
rolls
only
out.
that's the only way I'm referring to him from now.
I bet.
And Matt, commentator, Big Deuce shitting on the league, driving left, passes off to Al Horford on the top. Okay,
And Horford's claimed.
I'm gonna cut this shit.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good night or
Appreciate
good
y'all watching.
morning, good day, whatever the fuck time it is. You make sure it's good, bruh.
Yep.
Peace out.